Hi Flosstube, Cynthia here, the Intuitive Stitcher. It's been a while, and I apologize for those of you who might have been looking for me, and maybe many of you have not been. So this might be a surprise. I hope it's a nice surprise to see that I have another Flosstube up. This is Flosstube number 17, and today is Monday, January 23rd, I believe. So, welcome. I want to welcome all of my subscribers and also my new subscribers. Welcome to my channel. If you are just watching and have not subscribed, I hope that you like what you see and do subscribe to my channel. I do appreciate it. I have a little over than 250 subscribers, so that makes me really happy. So thank you. So I haven't been here for maybe 4 weeks now. I had tested positive for COVID on January the 15th, December 15th. So right before Christmas, I had tested positive for COVID. I had been at the animal shelter cleaning on a Sunday morning, and one of the people that helped clean did have COVID and didn't know it. She wasn't sick, so 2 days later she tested positive because she wasn't feeling well 2 days later, and told me that she tested positive, and then I tested positive. So cold-like symptoms. The doctor gave me something called Paxlovid, and now, so I canceled my trip to South Carolina to see my family, but I'll hopefully get to go back in either Easter or this summer. So that's what's been going on with me. I have a dry cough, so I was given a steroid inhaler that I just started using, and that seems to be helping. It's more of an annoying cough than anything. So that's about it. I have my notes that I'm going to be looking at from time to time. I had not been stitching a lot because I was kind of tired and not feeling like doing anything. So I only have a few things to show you. So the first thing, I'll get into other, like my haul and my plans later. So what I want to show you first are finishes. I have 2 finishes and then 1 finish that I had done a couple of years ago. I'm sorry, I'm not even dressed, so I'm sorry about that. So anyway, the first finish that I have is Peppermint Purple 2020 Sal. So it's a stitch along from the Facebook page Peppermint Purple. So I finally finished this, and it is ready to be framed. So this is a Peppermint Purple Sal. I did this top part here. I wanted to do something at the top because I had done on the bottom, I wanted it to read that it was during the pandemic. So I put in 2020 pandemic stitch along because it was during the pandemic. We were quarantined, and that's how I found this channel. So we were given a block each week, and this is my piece that I finally finished. Let me back up a bit. So, and I hope I'm not moving that too fast, that it's making you dizzy. So I'm finished with it, and I'm happy, very happy with it. So that's that. Off to the framer. Let me put it right back here, if it stays. Okay, the next thing that I finished, this is the Peppermint Purple. It's called A Year of Black Work. Now she's doing another one. She did one for 2020, 2021, 2022, which I did not do, and a new one for 2023, which I am going to do. So like I said, she gives you a block a week. Now this is 2020. So A Year of Black Work. And that's the full year. So yeah. So if you're interested, go to Peppermint Purple on Facebook, and you will see a lot of what people are stitching, and it's the colors that they're using. It's really nice. So go to Peppermint Purple. I'll show you the Ada color that I'm using a little later when I get into my haul. I decided on a kind of green color, light green color Ada, instead of white and with the blue floss DMC. The next thing I have finished is a Lizzie Kate. Oh, this is what I used, my floss. I used two different kinds of blue. I used 3809 and I used 3846. So 3846 is the lighter. Sorry. There you go. So those are the colors that I used. I think it turned out pretty nice. The next thing I finished is a Lizzie Kate. It's a flip it. I have my floss here that I used. It's all my floss, different colors. I'm not going to take them out. You'll see it on the pattern. So this was the design. Flip It Valentine's, Lizzie Kate. I bought this many, many years ago, and when I was going through organization of all I had, the floss, the fabrics, the patterns, I found it, and it was almost finished, so I thought I'd finish it. I don't know. I'm going to frame this myself. Get a little closer. So the flower buds I changed. I changed the colors. I didn't put them right where they were supposed to be on the chart. I just mixed it up, and there's a little flower there by the urn. So that is finished. Finished number 2. Lizzie Kate. I don't care for the pattern, but I thought since I'm not real crazy about it, that'd be a good piece for me to try to frame and see how that comes out. So now this piece was Christmas, and I had done this probably maybe 10 years ago. It's called Christmas Through the Eyes of a Child. I'm going to take it out. It's almost dark here, but there's still a glare with all the lights I have on. This is Kestlin. Christmas Through the Eyes of a Child. I thought that was pretty. And Keslyns. So I did this a long, long time ago, and it's been through the mill. I gave it to my daughter from my granddaughter. I thought it was pretty. I used floss. Now, I don't know everything about this, but it's on fabric. It's not on Ada or anything, and I don't know if you can tell. It's on fabric, and I used beads that were on a strand. The beads were a Christmas necklace that you could buy for like $1 or $2 to wear as a necklace, but I thought I'm going to put them on the tree. So the floss, DMC floss I used, I just mixed red and green. So, and then I framed it myself. This is the back. So I can frame, but like I said, it's been through the mill, it's been through a move, it's been stored away. So I think I'm going to make another one. There's a dent there, just because I like it so much. And I do have some of the beads left. I know that I have fabric, so I'm going to keep the pattern and redo another one because I think it's pretty. So I also have WIPs. And I'm sorry because I get my throat. I have to clear my throat all the time. But at least I'm not coughing right now. This is a Heaven and Earth Design Mini Dark Waters. This is a copy of the original, so I don't know if you can see it very well. I work on this from time to time when I'm watching my granddaughters while sitting with them when they get home from school until mom gets home. Their mom gets home. That's where I am on Mini Dark Waters. 25 count easy grid. And I am using the called for. So I did get a couple of stitches in there. Not a lot, but I did work on it. My next WIP is Miribilia Portrait of Veronica. This is a new one that I got, and I was planning on, I got it a few months ago, and I was planning on starting it in January, and I did. In fact, I have joined the Sal Stitch Along. Teresa made me do it Stitch Along. Teresa Little Stitcher. This is what I bought a few months ago because I think she's so pretty. So I did start. I didn't start a huge, it's not a huge start, but I like the colors. So I'll be working on that because it's pretty. The fabric that I'm using is 32 count linen. It's called Sapphire. And these are my colors. When I'm working on one, I just pull it out of the pile because I want to be sure I'm starting again with the right color. These are the colors, so and I put them on these acrylic drops from Amazon. So I like these drops. And then I just take a label and mark. I also use masking tape. So that is my first Miribilia. So I'm excited about that because I think it's pretty. My first Miribilia. And I did buy a Nora Corbett. I'll show you my Nora Corbett because it's the first Nora Corbett too. That goes with that. And then I got this. This was from Just Cross Stitch magazine, December of 2022. I saw that in the magazine and I thought it was adorable. Juggling Snowballs. And I just so happened to have the Ada. I got the Ada from Silkweaver Fabrics, Needlework Delights, on a Friday night. Sometimes they have a live sale. And I bought this when they had their live sale. So I started it. I don't know if I'm going to finish it this winter, but I just started at the bottom. You see a little bit of the scarf. And this open area here is where the black buttons will go. But, so I got the fabric from Needleworker Delight. And it's like, you probably can't see it, but it is modeled. It's not all one color. There, you can see the modeling. It's called Aegean Aqua. It's a 10 by 10 piece, 14 count. It's Aegean Aqua. So when I saw this in the magazine, I remembered that I had that color fabric, so I thought that would be Ada. That would be perfect. And then I bought my floss. These are the floss drops, the acrylic. You can't see it, but it's in the bag. So I still have to. I did a few, and then I ran out of the acrylic drops. So that's Juggling Snowballs. I've been working on that. I was working on that in December. And then I got out Luminous Fiber Arts. I had met up with a stitching group yesterday, and I wanted to take something that I hadn't worked on in a while. So I took this with me. Luminous Fiber Arts, Gathering Berries. And it's designed by Misty Purcell. She also has a green one. I think it's called something with clover. So with the Luminous Fiber Arts, I'm using 28 count linen. In the DMCs, I'm just mixing two colors, 816 and 498. Don't ask me why. I have no idea why I did that. And this is where I am. So I do want to finish this. I'm almost finished. So I'll come in a little closer. So I started working on the other bird here, and then I have to finish the border and then get my buttons. And put my buttons on, and then I'm finished. So she used variegated. I did not. So I do want to work on that and finish that before my next floss tube. I'm really happy with that piece. And the green one, I think it's something about clover. I want to look at that and think about ordering that one too, because that's pretty. My plans is to keep on working on, those are my WIPs. I just haven't done a lot because I've been not fatigued, just not feeling like doing anything. So I'm getting back into the groove now. But my plans are to keep working on Mini Dark Waters, which is a Heaven and Earth design. The Portrait of Veronica, which is my Miribilia. And I have a new one I told you about, Nora Corbett, called Gwen. I didn't start on it yet, but I bought my fabric from Michael's because I got the pattern and the floss from 123 Stitch. This is her, Nora Corbett, and her name is Gwen. I just think she's so pretty. So I did get the DMC. I bought, it's Even Weave, and it's called Tea Dyed. Now, I didn't start it yet, but I have it ready to go. So it's called Tea Dyed. And it's lighter than what they have recommended. But you can see how light it is, but I think it's going to work. And I can show you the floss. I did look at the floss colors on this, and I think it's going to work. So I think it'll be fine. I'm excited to start that because I think she's so pretty. I love the colors, the greens. So I'll be working on that. And the Gathering Berries, Luminous Fiber Arts, and I have the new Peppermint Purple. We have 3 blocks already. I haven't started the blocks yet, but I did get Ada for it. I actually had this Ada, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to save it for a Peppermint Purple. So this is the Ada. can't tell, but it's a green, more like a greenish blue. I think it's more green than it is blue. You can't really tell on here. It's called, there's no color. I can't find the color. But it is DMC, and it's from Michaels. It's 14 count. The color's not listed. So I'm going to start mine on here. And I'm sure it will be fine. So I'm excited about that. And that's from Peppermint Purple on Facebook. All right. So I do have 2 giveaways. And I would ask that you not mention the word giveaway in your comments, because I understand that then people come in who don't stitch and just want to win the item that you're giving away and sell it. So I'm going to ask you to be a subscriber, because I want a subscriber to get this and not someone who is going to just not use it or stitch it and sell it. You have to be 18, because I do need to ask 18 and over, because I do need to ask you for your mailing address if you are a winner. And I think that's it, is not to mention gift, prize, anything that has to do with a giveaway, and 18 and over, so that I can mail it to you. So the first one is watercolor Easter eggs. I got this quite some time ago, and I'm not gonna work on it. I want you to say the word eggs. So that's the piece by Sekas and Company, Sekas and Company. Watercolor Easter eggs. And for this one, whoever's interested, I would like you to say the word eggs. Say something about eggs in your comment. The next one I have can be an Easter piece or not. It's called ABC Bunnies. Jan Lynn, ABC Bunnies. And for this one, I want you to say the word bunnies in your comments. Those are the 2. So, actually 3 things. I want you to be not that I have 3 things. Be a subscriber. Don't say the word giveaway, prize, gift. And you have to be 18 or over, because I have to ask you for your mailing address. Okay, those are the 2 giveaways I have. And I'm not going to mention that you are a winner in the comment section. I will mention it on my next Flosstube. So I'm hoping to have Flosstubes now more regularly. It's a new year. I do want to have them more often and not so spread apart like 4 weeks. Now, haul. I bought this. And I do have a light, a small aught light, and a large aught light. I have a small aught light where I stitch. That's on a stand, and I will turn that on, and it's bright for me. This is comfortable. It doesn't hurt me. It's very bright, and both of them light up, but I really only needed one. Fits right around here, and you can adjust this up or down. This is from QVC. And I think it's called Bright Ease Rechargeable Neck Light with Flexible Shape. So it's rechargeable. It doesn't take batteries, which I'm happy about that. I was excited when it came in the mail, and I like it because now I can take it with me wherever I go. I don't have to worry about lighting, and I'm glad that it's rechargeable. So I was happy to get that. The other thing, I did get some needle minders. And this was on Facebook Stash Unloading. It's the cross stitch only Stash Unloading. Her name is Sharice Smith. And I got needle minders, and this is her information. Let me put something behind this. So you can see it. Sharice is her name, and there's her information on Etsy. I'm going to put this in the description box also so that you can see it better if you want to contact her. But so beautifully packaged. I was really happy when I got these. It came in pink tissue paper. And each one came in a pink bag. And I am planning on giving one away, so that's perfect. I have a friend who always is buying different things, like she might give me a pair of scissors, or so I want to give her something too. So let me show you what I got. I'm not going to take them out. I got the snowman. Adorable. Sewing machine. They're on little cards. So a mason jar. It reminds me of my mason jar lineup that I'm doing. This was pretty. I like that one. And this is for my friend. It says, a day without cross stitch is like just dot dot dot. Just kidding. I have no idea. That's going to her because she does a lot of cross stitch. And that's what she would say. A day without cross stitch is like, don't even think about it. So that is what I got from Sharice from the Facebook page Stash Unloading Cross Stitch Only. So I was very happy to get those, and I'll be using those. So I'll tell you what I am going to be working on. I have some new pieces that I found while I was organizing what I have. Like, all of my fabric is in one drawer. All of my floss is in another area. All of my things for finishing is in one drawer. So I'm happy that I did that. And I found things that I kind of forgot about. So the first thing that I do want to work on is this one. It's called Tea Time Birds by Leslie Tier. I thought that was pretty, so I printed it. Now, if you go to Leslie Tier, T-E-A-R-E, this might have been a free pattern, but I'm not sure. So if you go to her page, or leslietier.com, which is at the bottom, check it out if you're interested. She has a lot of pretty things, so you can check her page. And then I have another one. I got this from the Silk Weaver Fabric Needlework Delight Facebook Live. I purchased this one, which I thought was very pretty. It's Peppermint and Holly by Sue. It's a Sue Hillis Designs pattern. So I have that too, which I'd like to work on as a new start. And I also bought, which I'm not going to work on these right away, but from Silk Weaver Fabrics, I bought a JBW Design Golden Hearts. That's hard to see. There we go. Golden Hearts. That's pretty. And I'll do that in gold. And then the other one that I bought from Silk Weaver Fabrics, Needleworker Delight Facebook Live is this one. Stars and Stripes Forever. It's called Stars and Stripes. It is Forever in My Heart Designs. So I'm going to do this. And I did find fabric that I have that's for a bell pull, what they call. So I'm going to put it on there. And I think I'm not going to do this top part. I'm going to do the Stars and Stripes. The bottom two. I'm going to do the bottom two. But I'll start that in a few months for summer. I did want to talk about one of the people who did get one of my patterns that I had a few floss tubes ago. Her name is Sandra Atkinson. I couldn't find my last floss tube, and I was looking for it. She sent me a thank you, which was very nice of her. It's pretty. And she sent a little note inside. So her name is Sandra Atkinson, and she is from Nanaimo. I think I'm saying that right. Nanaimo. It's a city in British Columbia, Canada. So she sent me some postcards of her little town. Very pretty. And this is Vancouver Island. Nanaimo, British Columbia, home of the Nanaimo Bar. Doesn't that look good? And having a great time in Nanaimo. Wish you were here. Sandra, if you're listening and I'm saying it wrong, please correct me. Isn't that beautiful? Certainly a place to visit. Certainly. That's all I have for you today. So, I don't want to lose these because they're pretty. I think that's all. That's all I have. I hope everyone is doing well. And like I said, I tested positive for COVID. And I know a few people that I know test and are negative when they have cold-like symptoms, or they think it's the flu or allergies. And then they test negative, and a couple days later they test again and it's positive. So I don't know what's going on with the new variants, but I dodged the bullet this whole time. And then to clean, I wasn't wearing a mask. I am now wearing a mask again, but cleaning, and I was very lax in my mask wearing. So I will be wearing a mask from now on. I think that's it. Thrilled about this. I am so happy about this, that it's finally finished. I'm just thrilled, and I'm going to have it framed professionally. And I think I'm just going to do like a silver, maybe a brushed silver frame. So let me know your thoughts, because I do read the comments, and I appreciate your opinions, and if you give advice, I really do appreciate that. So I think I covered everything. I remember one piece that I worked on, and I showed it to you in my last floss tube. I was calling the lamp post a lighthouse. So I don't know if you caught that, but I don't know how to edit. So, and I don't know how to write on the bottom of Flosstube saying, oh, it's not a lamp. It's not a lighthouse, it's a lamppost. So, but you'll see that next time I come around that I'm working on that. I'll show it to you again and make that correction. But I'm sure you knew what I was talking about. So that's it. My plans are to keep on working on, I didn't do WIP Go this year, and I might start it. I don't know. I'm just working on things that I have. I do have an Easter piece that I want to finish, and I do need to get that out. I wanted to get that out to show it to you, but I'll get that out and start working on it so I can show you next Flosstube. So again, I appreciate your time. Thank you for stopping by, and I'll see you next Flosstube. Be safe and have a wonderful week everyone. Thank you.